So it is able to climb on the walls and all because it has adhesive pads underneath its digits. Tick, 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 like that sound it produces. Even if you try to kill the wall lizard with a jhadu, no, it will just do autotomy of its tail. The tail will keep wriggling and you will be stunned. You wouldn't know what to do, whether to catch the lizard or the tail. Hello students, we are on class Reptilia. In the last lecture, we have completed the general characteristics of class Reptilia. In this lecture, let us discuss some important examples of reptiles. Class Reptilia, important examples. We'll discuss two examples together. One is Testudo, which is tortoise, and Chelone, which is the turtle. Can you understand why we are discussing them together? They look almost similar, but there are differences between them. First of all, habitat. The tortoise is terrestrial, but the Chelone is aquatic, it's marine. The shell, both have the presence of a shell on their bodies, which is large and dome-shaped in case of the tortoise, but in case of Chelone, it is light and it is heart-shaped. In case of tortoise, the upper part of the shell is called as carapace and the lower part of the shell is called as plastron. Next, retractile ability. Tortoise is able to retract its head and its limbs completely inside its shell. However, the turtle can only retract its head partially inside the shell. Can retract head and limbs completely inside shell, but the turtle can retract head partially. Next, limbs in case of tortoise are pentadactyl, but in case of the turtle, they are modified into flippers for swimming. So these are the differences between tortoise and the turtle. Let's look at the third example now. The wall lizard, also called as the house gecko. Scientific name is Hemidactylus. Everybody has seen the house gecko, isn't it? The lizard. So it is able to climb on the walls and all because it has adhesive pads underneath its digits to be able to climb on smooth surfaces. Adhesive pads on digits can climb on smooth surfaces. Did you know that the lizard can produce sounds? It does not have vocal cords, but it has some membranous folds in its larynx. So it produces those sounds by hitting its tongue to the roof of the buccal cavity. Tick, 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 like that sound it produces. Then you must be also knowing about its power of autotomy, wherein it just voluntarily removes its tail and the tail will just keep wriggling at a place and will confuse the predator, and meanwhile the lizard is able to escape. It's called the power of autotomy, and it also has the power of regeneration as well. It can produce sounds, however there are no vocal cords. Can produce sounds by hitting tongue on the roof of buccal cavity. Then it has power of autotomy, wherein the tail breaks off for defense, then regenerates. Defense, it confuses predator. Even if you try to kill the wall lizard with a jhadu, no, it will just do autotomy of its tail. The tail will keep wriggling and you will be stunned. You wouldn't know what to do, whether to catch the lizard or the tail. Okay, and the tail will keep wriggling. It will degenerate after a while. The lizard can escape and regenerate a new tail. So that is about the wall lizard. Then we have the garden lizard called as Calotes. The lizards are commonly called as geckos. The wall lizard is usually nocturnal, wherein the garden lizard is said to be diurnal. This one is silent, it does not produce sounds, and there are no adhesive pads. You must have seen this garden lizard frequently running into the gardens. In Konkani, they are called shed dog. What is it called in your language? Please write it in comments along with the language. So that is about the garden lizard. Next example, chameleon. Scientific name is chameleon itself, and you know what the chameleon is famous for its property of camouflage. It shows the property of color change, metachrosis, which helps in camouflage. Metachrosis is a technical term, camouflage is a non-technical term used for it. It is also known to have long projectile tongue, which it uses for catching insects, and its prehensile tail, which it uses for gripping. So it does not do autotomy. There is no autotomy in case of the garden lizard and the chameleon. We will continue with the examples of reptiles in the next lecture.
In the name of Lord Mahadev, please subscribe